Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Wednesday, October the 5th. This is Neil midweek market update for Simpler Futures. And what we've got is since the beginning, there's the bell, since the beginning of the week back here, about 3,600, we've bounced up about 200 to 3,800. Okay, so we're just kind of catching up with, and this was a big bounce, but it's also to kick off Q4 on the heels of a big down that tested all the way down to the 200 period simple moving average on the weekly chart. We discussed all that on Monday's video. So what I'm trying to do now is catch us up with, okay, now what, right? It's always the question. We were looking for up and looking to about 3,800, and it's there. So the question is, now what? Well, now let me I'm going to come back to this chart, but let me switch charts for just a second and show you why I'm going to give you, this is our new over-under, and it's right here. So balance on the week so far for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the most traded accepted price for the week so far is 37.93, and we just traded there at that price about 5 minutes ago. It's the closing bell right now, and just like 5 minutes ago we just traded that price. So I'm gonna give you my lean, and I'm gonna give you how to identify, hopefully pretty quickly, if I'm wrong and what to do with that. So I want over under to start with. I'm showing you why. We'll call it 94. On a breach of 94 on the way down, it's going to trade this next price right here. It should be a quick, swift sort of dump. Trade this price right here at 37.70. Heads up there. I'm talking ES futures now, not SPX. These are ES futures prices, December ES futures prices. A breach of that, and that could catch, right? I mean, it was very pivotal back here. Look on Tuesday, that was an extremely pivotal price. But a breach of 94 trades 70 pretty quick. And a breach of that, I really kind of think it's over. Because the next thing it's going to be looking for would be today's low, not to hold realistically, and once it does that, it's Katie bar the door anyway, and that's a big sell signal if it does that. Then you're looking for the next thing you'd be looking for would be 36.90, but that's not even really getting there. 36.90 would be a naked close from Monday. That's a settlement price from Monday. And then below that, it's coming back to the real target down here would be this 36.50 from last week's balance. I'm giving you the things to look for, kind of on the way. But so below 94, trade 70. Below that, I think it's over. It goes looking for today's low to breach. And then it's looking for this settlement. And then, that's decent, but it's really looking for last week's balance down here at 36.50 something, okay? Now, my lean on this is that we just made a high for the week here on Wednesday. Last week's high was on a Wednesday. It was at 37.52, the gap mid, and it traded, that was it. And it just dumped, and it traded, 37.50 something all the way down to 35.70 something in very short order. So it can come unwound rather quickly. So that is my lean, is that we just made a midweek shuffle high here, and it's trading lower. It's going lower. Okay, but I can be wrong, and so what do we do with that? What's it going to do next if I'm wrong and that's not the way it's going? To hold the 94 over under that we just pointed out, and the reason why, it would surprise me, and it would be en route for the next higher level up here that, we have a reason, actually 3 reasons for why this would be the next bullish target. And it's 3870. Take your pick. 3. I mean, if you want to call it 2 or 5, whatever. It's 3873. That's a few things. Okay, if you start a fib from the September 13 high all the way down to this low, that is a 50% retracement of that move from the September 13 high to the low. That's a 50%. It's an HVN balance on this multi-day sideways trade right there for about 3.5 days right there. That's balance on that. And it's also it's an end of quarter settlement price, which would be the bullish price objective higher above the quarter settle down here below it, which is at 3780 something, right? So for those few reasons, that would be the bullish target. So you're over under, I'm wrong, and we didn't just see the high for the week, and it holds the 93s, I think we just said, 93s, the point of control. And it's up, and you're looking at trade to 3870 something. Now here, that would be the bullish target. Okay, so you have a bullish target if it goes up, and you have bearish target if it goes down, and you've got a line in the sand to kind of, figure out, okay, am I supposed to lean long? The line in the sand means lean long above, short below. That's what, that's what I mean by that. But look at these stats up top in the label menu up top. Look, 62 weeks analyzed, we touch H1, that's the open down here, the white line. Here's H1 at 3660 something. H2 at 3730. Man, we're way above that. We're at 3800. We talked about this on Monday. I was like, yeah, H2's right there, but we'll probably get 3800. It's like, we're way beyond these. So touch H1 45, close above H1 24%. 62 weeks analyzed, close above H1 24%. Touch H2, which we've done and blown through. Touch 13%, close above H2, 11.3%. Now, it doesn't mean it can't happen. It just means that the odds favor this thing tapping out and rolling back in for the next move lower. That's the way I read that. I mean, 62 weeks analyzed and, touch H2 20 and close above at like 11.3%. It's like, and look where that is. That's all the way back here at 3720 something. We're up here at 3800. So we're way beyond, right? We're way stretched. And so I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's the best I can do. I can give you over under targets above and target below, and then I've heard before, in comments where it was like, well, yeah, but I mean, what about a read? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I understand there's a bullish target, there's a bearish target, but what do you prefer? And in this case, I'd say, well, it's as tough a call. It's always tough, right? It doesn't get any easier, but I mean, it's as tough a call as it was back here on this Wednesday, right? The high for the week on this Wednesday. And you're like, how could you possibly be bearish? It just made a high for the week, right? A huge move up, and then it dumps Thursday, Friday. I mean, it dumped. 37.50 traded all the way down to 35.70 in 2 sessions. So it's not easy to call short, from such a bullish looking view up here. But that's my read. So hope it helps. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. And we'll check and see how it goes. Just keep in mind, Friday is payroll report. We got a ton of, I guess I should just say, central bank speak this week, because it's not only a parade of Fed speak, but it's also ECB and just the list goes on. It's everybody. It's just something else. I mean, there's so much news and speaking and opinions, from mouthpieces, whatever, this week. And that all in addition to the fact that we got a big report at the end of the week too. So ADP was out today, and it was higher than expected. If that's any prelude as to, the Friday morning report, then it's going to be a big number on Friday. And I swear you would think that'd be good, but it's going to make the market actually, in my opinion, a big number on Friday is going to make the market roll and dump. Because they look to that being, okay, well, that's one more reason why to keep on this rate path. So that's it. Good trading. Nice evening. Do it again at the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me